Kia ora, welcome to Canterbury Live. It's Thursday, the 19th of June. Well, we thought we'd give you a little snippet of what's happening around our beautiful world and some funny little stories. Now, the first up, a Lamborghini. Of course, it's a sports car, but the Italians, they've got it right. If you're Italian and work for the police, you could be seen driving the latest Lamborghini super sports car. Lamborghini has handed over a version of its newest super sports car, the Huracan LP Polizia, to the police. The sports car was presented to the head of the Italian state police by the car maker's president and CEO, Stefan Winkelmann, at a ceremony in Rome last week. It is a V10 engine with 610 horsepower and reaches top speeds of over 202 miles per hour. Pretty swish, isn't it? Next up, yes, it's just a plane, but British Airways. A bit of an incident happened at London City Airport yesterday. The terminal was actually evacuated because, funny enough, someone was late for their plane. They closed off the flight and he thought, I know what I'll do. I'll start the fire alarm and that should stop the plane from going. A very silly man. And of course, he wasn't arrested, but was given a very stiff warning and was able to board the plane. Drastic measures. And last but not least, we head to Austria. Yes, look at that. Bit of sunbathing happening there. Drivers just couldn't keep their eyes on the road after the woman was spotted stretched out without a shred of clothing. The sight of a naked woman sunbathing out of her window caused traffic chaos when distracted drivers crashed their cars. Gregory Shikaki realised what had happened and snapped this picture of the woman lying with her legs dangling out of a third floor window. He said, I thought I was suffering sunstroke when I saw it. There you go. Well, on today's show, we are with the CDHB, with Nicola, talking about Bubble and Squeak. And we have lovely Lizzie Dye here talking about Ronald McDonald House, and we're on location with Holly Lee. Now, to closer afield, Littleton. Festival of Lights is a wonderful event that's held every year, and I'm now joined by Lucette Hinden to tell us all about it. Welcome to Canterbury Live, Lucette.
Thank you.
Now it's underway. Are we
Very much.
Yeah. So tell us, how's it gone for this year?
Very, very smoothly. So I'm big time crossing my fingers because it seems, you know, that feeling when things go really smoothly and you think, oh, is it some big thing that I've forgotten? You know, it's all falling into place really well.
So if someone is watching today and maybe it's the first time they've ever heard about the Festival of Lights, tell us what it's all about.
Okay, the Festival of Lights is a midwinter solstice celebration. It's one of the only things that really happens in our area in this darkest time of winter, and we always make sure that it is actually as close as possible to the shortest day, so that it really is that solstice. And we're teamed up with Rapaki Marae, so it's become over the years more of a Matariki celebration as well, and that's really important to us, so that's come on board. And it's lots of fireworks, lots of food, lots of music. The first part of the program is the children at the school get to come up and do kapahaka, and there's a lot of community stuff happening, as well as some really fantastic Littleton musicians that are pretty popular.
Yes, well, tell us about some of the musicians we can expect.
You get to see the Eastern.
Cool, I was going to say, I wasn't going to jinx it by saying the Eastern, but fingers crossed.
Yeah,
cool.
The Eastern, London Puffin, Devilish Mary and the Holy Rollers, Runaround Sue, and Mundi. So one member of Mundi who lives in the Littleton Harbour, the others all Christchurch based. They're awesome, really lovely, 6-piece world music band.
That says a lot about the event, that you can get all those musicians available on one night. Why do you think that is?
They do prioritise it. You know, often if we haven't booked them early enough, they'll actually approach us and say, hey, what's happening with the Festival of Lights? You know, we don't want to miss out. We want to be here because it is our place, you know, and it's our opportunity to give back and to really say, woohoo, Littleton, you know. So they really love it.
Yeah. So is there anything this year that's different from other years?
I can't actually think of anything. I mean, we've changed around a little bit, things like the buskers program. So we've got the buskers on the street this year. Last year we had an aerial rig, so that's going to be a bit different. We're not having the aerial rig up this year, unfortunately. Other than that, it's much the same, really. Yeah.
Great. And it really is a family event though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And the date is when it's going to happen?
Tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night, yeah. And I know we talked about not jinxing it, a rain day, but in case...
It seems very, very unlikely.
Yeah.
You know, in all the time that we've been running it, we've only had to do that postponement once, and we only postpone if there's like a civil defence level weather warning. So it doesn't come along much. So
what's the odds of that? But yeah, okay.
If it rains, there's still a festival.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about the Littleton Project Group.
Project Littleton.
Yeah. Let's. What's happening with that?
Well, there's a lot of things that we run. The farmers market. There's the community garden, and we're quite involved with the Harbour Co-op, the organic shop over there. So there's a lot of things that happen in Littleton that are either affiliated with or directly run by Project Littleton. We've just had to move the garage sale that we run, which is something that all the community groups in Littleton can participate in and take proceeds from. And that's been really successful. It's moved into a warmer, nicer kind of location in Canterbury Street. So that's going really well. And we're always kind of getting together and discussing new ideas. The philosophy of Project Littleton is that people from our community can come to us and say, well, what about this? Or we'd love to do that. And if they've got the energy and the passion, then we'd try our best to support them to make that happen.
And a lot more people moving into the area, Lucy.
It seems to be pretty steady. I mean, I don't know. It's not like there's new houses becoming available. So, but people are always wanting to move in. I just bought a house in the last couple of weeks. So
Congratulations.
I feel very, very lucky, actually.
Yay, a mortgage.
Yeah.
But what a great location for one.
Yeah. To be settling in Littleton and knowing, that houses come up and you see them on Trade Me and 3 or 4 days later they're sold, So it's still pretty competitive.
Why do you think, out of all the communities in Christchurch, you find that Littleton just gets it right as far as that community feel?
Yeah, I think there is actually organised stuff like Project Littleton, but then there are a lot of people who aren't really part of that, and they do still benefit from things like the farmers market. Like they wouldn't necessarily know that there's a whole group behind that, and that we're constantly thinking about how that can be better and that kind of thing, but. It's a hard one. It's probably a historical thing.
It's not forced, is it?
It's
a
not
natural
forced.
thing.
No. Yeah. I mean, we have that philosophy of appreciative inquiry, which means that if something is good and is going to happen, and there's a champion that's going to lead it forward, it'll happen. But we don't sit around, as a board and say, this is our strategic plan, this is our objective, we're going to do it. It's only if people have got the love and the passion, and then it'll happen. And so that's why, it's not forced. It happens just because people go, yeah. This is worth doing,
It's with your heart.
Yeah.
Anything coming up after? What's coming up after the festival?
For me, I'll start working on the walking festival, which is Banks Peninsula wide, but that doesn't happen until November. So it's events-wise, it's a time where there's a little bit of space for something. We've been talking about maybe trying to run something like a drive-in movie or something that's more like a one-off little fun kind of event that would just.
Lisette, good luck
for
tomorrow night. I know it'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
well done.
thanks.
Stay with us after the break. We're out on location with Holly Lee.
Al Jazeera News, international news right off the satellite, bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage of world events. Al Jazeera News, weekday mornings at 6 o'clock, right here on CTV.
Pestral has the latest technology that repels rats and mice and even helps control cockroaches. Covers walls, ceilings and open spaces. Combines electromagnetic, ultrasonic and ionic technologies. Harmless to pets and people, just plug it in. Order your Pestral rodent-free today. Now $149.90 plus courier. Order within 20 minutes and get it courier free. Call 0800 88 88 44 or go to pestral.co.nz.
Missed a show or want to watch it again? CTV is fitting in with your lifestyle. Be in control with CTV On Demand. Check out our website and follow the links. ctv.co.nz. The Hurst Auto Dismantler's premises has been sold. We apologise for any inconvenience.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. Now we've talked about it, the Christchurch Art Show happening this weekend, and we have one double pass left to give away. So simply call Marianne now on 03 3777 033. That's 03 3777 033. A double pass for the Christchurch Art Show this weekend. Now, Holly Lee, a wonderful place that we've been hearing all about. This time we're checking out the activities on offer.
I'm Sarah Keenan-Rose and I'm the Divisional Therapist and Activities Coordinator for Holly Lee Village. There's two parts to it really. The activities is the activities for the centre as a whole, individual groups and smaller groups, and the divisional therapy is more on a one-on-one basis with each individual resident as and if needed. We have smaller group activities at Holly Lee, so we're very lucky with our facilities. We've got an activities room which can hold, I think you've already seen the mahjong and the craft activities and those kinds of things. We have musical activities that we have a pianist that comes in once a month, and quite a few residents come down and wine and cheese and listen to that kind of thing. We also have weekly quiz groups and coffee catch-up mornings. We have weekly outings, both small and larger groups, and one-on-one within people's rooms. We offer a lot, and then it's up to each person whether they take that on board or take it up. And I certainly am aware of those that don't like group activities, and so may go and do, if a group activity is on offer, that say for instance a craft activity that they may not choose to do as a group, I'll then go and potentially do it with them privately in their own room. So each person is an individual here. So we try and recognise the individual events throughout the year. So we have, Easter morning tea or Mother's Day morning tea, and so we do recognise those, often on a smaller level in terms of our Monday morning catch-up in the cafe. We have got some bigger group outings planned for later in the year. We've got the farms, lovely gardens and morning teas out and about like that. So there's quite a wide variety of people here and very differing needs. So we go from the completely independent people who are out and about in the community all the time to other people who are quite limited as to their ability to get out and about and maybe don't want to. So our program here has to meet all of those different needs. So that's why our activities program normally does reflect that in terms of one-on-one to big group activities. So we have some regular paid people that come in. So we have a lady that does Tai Chi that comes in every week, and we have a gym lady that comes in. The music is all paid for. We're very lucky we've got a connection with the University of Canterbury School of Music, and so we've been very lucky and had some recitals here last year and hoping to have some more this year, and that is on a voluntary basis. We have some people that come in, we have clothing people that will come in and set up their different clothing options that they have on, and so that's on a volunteer basis. So there's a bit of a mixture. So one thing that I really do enjoy about my job is being able to enrich people's lives on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people have a lot of family and friends out and about, but maybe don't have the freedom, and some people don't have lots of family and friends just for those little bits and pieces, and there might be little things like helping write an Easter letter or a Christmas card, or helping read something in a letter. Little things that maybe don't mean much on a one simple basis, but mean a lot in the end.
Now stay with us after the break. Ronald McDonald House, we find out about their latest fundraising event and future events.
Let's face it, everyone has an agenda. And guess what? So do I. Every week, I'll pick 3 stories that grab my attention. Agenda with me, Brent Goff.
Al Jazeera News. International news right off the satellite, bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage of world events. Al Jazeera News. Weekday mornings at 6 o'clock. Right here on CTV.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets, and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measure and quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom, 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Yuck, look at all this moss and lichen. I'm not getting up there, not in these heels. Time to call Mossbuster.
Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. You can buy Mossbuster online for less than half the cost of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest, or Mossbuster can do it for you. Check out our website or call the Mossbuster crew for a free quote. Mossbuster, 0800 88 1000.
Pestral has the latest technology that repels rats and mice and even helps control cockroaches. Covers walls, ceilings and open spaces. Combines electromagnetic, ultrasonic and ionic technologies. Harmless to pets and people, just plug it in. Order your Pestral rodent-free today. Now $149.90 plus courier. Order within 20 minutes and get it courier free. Call 0800 88 88 44 or go to pestral.co.nz.
Arts 21 showcases the vast creative talent and minds that are making a name for themselves in Europe and beyond. Think outside the square with Arts 21.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. Now, Ronald McDonald House is a very, very special entity within New Zealand, and of course we're very lucky because we have a home right here in Christchurch, and a very important lady behind some of the sponsorship and fundraising, of course, is Lizzie Dyer. Welcome to Canterbury Live, Lizzie.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I mean, a rewarding role, but a very busy role, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a fantastic place. So tonight we could be helping 30 families, in fact, in our Christchurch house. We've got 26 rooms and we're chocker tonight. So, yeah, it is. It's a busy place.
Educate us a little bit if we don't know exactly what Ronald McDonald House does.
Yeah, so look, it's a home away from home. Is what we do is we look after the family of any child under the age of 21 that requires hospital treatment. So a lot of people think it's just for cancer. That in fact is only 18% of the families that stay with us. So it can be anything from prem babies, it can be accidents, it can be sporting accidents. So anyone that requires hospital treatment under the age of 21, they can stay with us free of charge for the length of time they're in hospital. So it might be a wee boy from the West Coast that's got grommets and he and his family are with us for a night. It might be a cancer patient and their family from Dunedin and they're with us for 12 months. So it really does vary, as well as the numbers, because some come with one parent, others come with siblings and 2 parents, so it does vary. They don't pay a cent to stay with us. Brilliant. And then we rally round and look after them for the length of time they're with us. So we can't change the outcome, but we can make their stay as easy as possible, and the only thing they have to worry about is their child in hospital. So, yeah.
Well, tomorrow night you have the Supper Club.
Yes,
which is brilliant. Explain a little bit about that.
Supper Club's our flagship event that we've got. So tomorrow night we have 40 dinner parties happening around Christchurch. Is what's so exciting about it. One, that it's sold out. It's fantastic. And 2, people don't know where they're going. It's a mystery dining experience. So we meet at the casino and there it's a mystery draw to where you're going. So you'll put the hand in and you'll find out you might be going off to the Harlequin Public House. We've got the Cardboard Cathedral. Movable Feasts are doing a dinner for 8 in there. We've got Flowers House at Christ College. Tex is cooking there. So the George, the Bloody Marys have got a chef's table right in front of the kitchen. So there's 40 fabulous venues all around Christchurch, all happening at about 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Great. So that one's sold out, so blah, 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 blah. Yes. Wonderful, fantastic. Let's move on. The ball. Yes, so we're very lucky to be chosen again for the Rotary Ball, the Rotary Children's Charity Ball, which is on Saturday the 30th of August, and that's for tables of 10, so we can, if you contact us, we can give you all the details for those. We've also got a Queenstown Supper Club coming up in October, and also a Dunedin Supper Club in August, and then we have our polo, which is in December, which will be here before we know it. Yeah, it's a great event, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Does it get time? Do you always have to re-event things, or you have your standard events every year, but do you feel you've always got to be thinking of new options?
Look, we do have our standard events and they work well, and if it works well. We tend not to change it. We just maybe try and improve it and see how we can make a little bit more money out of it. And we also have fantastic people that run events for us, and we love those because they don't use our manpower, and they take the time and organise it. So it might be a charity golf event, it might be a ball, and they're brilliant people because they organise it and then just come in with a cheque, which is fantastic. So, yeah.
There's wonderful stories that, of course, come out from the house happening. Is there any story that you can, of late, you can
look, we
share
just,
with us?
do you know what? We have fantastic stories every day. You know, we have amazing people in there. And for me, it's our volunteers. I love our volunteers. If we didn't have our volunteers, our doors wouldn't be open. We have them coming in. We have ladies that come in every week. We have gentlemen that come in and do the garden. They do what they want to do, so we're not going to put them on data entry if they'd rather be cooking in the kitchen. We have businesses that come in and cook for the families about 5 nights out of 7. They do it as a team builder. We have people that help at our events. The volunteers are just incredible, and as I said, we're so grateful for what they do.
Are you always looking for more volunteers, Lizzie?
Yeah, always looking for more volunteers. And look, it's got to work around your life. So you may say, look, I'd love to help, but I don't want to help in the school holidays, or I can help once a month. We've got as I said, our family dinner programs, which are fantastic because they feed our families. So not only do they get accommodation, but our cupboards are full. And for dinners, they come home from the hospital and someone's done a beautiful meal for them. That can be something from sausages and mash on the barbecue. The Littleton Pork Company do a ham every time that they come in.
Yum.
So it's varied, just like dinner at home is varied, although I don't have ham very often, but yeah.
But of course, it's one thing, though, resources. If you've got ample of something, then why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give you
And
a
like we
call.
put a call out the other day for sugar. We were short of sugar because we're just like a big house. So, you know, we go through, loo paper. We've got Alan Sons that come in and give us milk, baker boys that do food, Couplins that bring in pies. So we can sort of use anything and everything like a big home, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Lizzie. All the
Thank you.
best,
Thank
and
you
we'll
very
see you
much.
tomorrow night. It should be
Brilliant.
fantastic.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for joining me on Canterbury Live today. Right now, we actually have a snippet from Linwood College, and they're cooking out in the field. And make sure you watch Loose Lips tonight. It's all about sex. See you tomorrow.
Hi, we're back in the Cooking for Families kitchen, where we have school students developing healthy recipes that are tasty and economical and easy to make that they can share with their families. So today we have Keenan and Chantel from Linwood College. So tell me, what recipe have you made for your family?
We've got bubble and squeak pie.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. So what have you got in this pot here, Chantel? Looks like you've prepared lots of ingredients in there.
It's got pumpkin and potatoes and cheese.
Right.
You can use any type of cheese.
Any type of cheese. So you just boiled those vegetables up and mashed them?
Yeah.
So that might be something that you could, if you had leftovers, that would be quite a good use of leftovers, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you could use most vegetables.
Excellent. Okay, so you're just sort of heating that through. And what have you got in your pan, Keenan?
In here is lamb mince, carrots, thyme, onion and garlic.
Great, okay, so they're cooking through nicely. And you're going to add some other ingredients there. You want to tell me why you designed this recipe for your family?
Well, my mum's anemic, and I searched up on the internet recipes for people with anemia, and this has quite a lot of iron.
Great, really good source of iron, isn't it? And I think
Yes.
you've added something other to your dish that's going to give her more iron and boost her iron as well. That's going to be great, isn't it? Okay, so you want to just add your last ingredients.
This is just beef stock and tomato paste.
Okay, so we're just going to pop that onto the heat there and let that bubble away. And what happens there? Does that reduce down?
It's supposed to reduce for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll just let that meat mixture just bubble away there, and we'll continue to heat our mash through with our beautiful cheese flavour through it. And we're going to come back in a couple of moments and pop that into ramekins and show you how to do that. Right, so we're back with our bubble and squeak pies. We've got our beautiful mashed pumpkin and potato with cheese in it, all ready to go. And our sauce has reduced in our meat mixture, and that is smelling absolutely delicious. So I see, Keenan, you've got some ramekins there to serve that up into. Would you always do that, or can you make it in a bigger dish if you want to?
You could put it in a bigger dish if you want, but we've chosen the ramekin dishes today.
Excellent. Okay, so you want to start popping your mince into those different ramekins. And tell me, I think when you were cooking this dish for your family, you had to hide from some members of your family that you were even cooking it. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't tell my brother I was cooking it or he wouldn't have eaten it.
So did he eat it in the end?
Yeah, he did.
So it was a secret, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he enjoyed it.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, great. Oh, they're looking amazing. Okay, so we've just popped the pumpkin in the top of that, pumpkin and potato mash on the top of that, and that's pretty easily done, and it's quite simple to make it like this, isn't it? It's really nice to have an individual serve like that, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to pop a little bit of cheese on the top of those and a little bit of thyme. So I'm just going to top these up. And a really good way to get your vegetables into a complete dish by having it a one pot dish like this. So you've got your meat, your vegetables, we've got the cheese topping on those. So we're going to pop those in the oven. Keenan, how long do they go in the oven for?
For about 20 minutes or until the cheese is golden brown.
On the top? Great. Yes. Okay. So we're just going to pop those all in the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes, and we're going to come back and serve it up. So we've got our bubble and squeak pies out of the oven, and I can smell those vegetables, meat, and especially the cheese on the top. Smells absolutely amazing. So we're just going to serve that up as you would for your family, Keenan. So what do? Just pop that in the centre of a plate?
Just pop it on a plate, and then you can put spinach around it.
And I think the spinach was your last great ingredient to increase your mum's iron, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a really neat idea. Not only does it add colour, it increases the amount of iron in the dish, and also helps you 5+ a day. So it's a winner all round, isn't it? Great. Well, I know what I want to do. I've got to taste this delicious meal. Are you going to join me? Wow, look at the colour in there. It looks gorgeous. Taste of that flavour in the meat is absolutely beautiful with that stock and that sauce that you put in, and it just really, that topping is absolutely delicious for those vegetables, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder this is a hit with your family. Is it going to be a regular thing?
It probably will be, but not for summer because it's too hot.
Too hot? Well, definitely one for winter then, I think. Great, thanks Keenan and Chantal.